Hey everybody, Rob here with another exciting episode of What CD is Rob listening to? And now I think I've given it enough time to finally talk about the newest album from Dream Theater. Parasomnia came out, January? February? Earlier in the year. So it's been a good few minutes for me to digest this album, and what a feast it is. First of all, if you're watching this, you probably know Mike Portnoy's back in the band. Mike Mangini filled in for, 5 fantastic albums, just great stuff. But there was a chemistry between James, Jordan, John, and Mike Portnoy that was just undeniable. And this album is back with, dare I say, a vengeance. I don't know. I mean, if you didn't like it, you know you don't like it by now, so what I'm talking about is not going to change your opinion at all, but I think this album is a phenomenal feast from start to finish. In fact, so much so that I decided that I had to get, I've got the Blu-ray in now, so this is the art book edition, and there's some fantastic stuff here. The artwork is just crazy. Hugh Syme does work with Rush. Now, there was some controversy surrounding one of the photos in here that he used for another band's album, but overall I'm just floored by how great this was done. It looks fantastic. But the music itself, and that's what we're talking about, the music itself is just fantastic. It's a band reinvigorated, renewed, and it just sounds great. Night Terror, of course, was the first single here, and then let's see, what was the next single? It was A Broken Man, I believe, and then Midnight Messiah, which has Mike Portnoy did the lyrics, so there's a lot of nods to previous Mike Portnoy penned lyrics. It's just really cool done, and I enjoy that. Like I said, it's a great album. The Shadow Man Incident, the big progressive rock epic, is, I think, my favorite song from the album, as I'm sure it is many people, but there's not a dual track here. Bend the Clock has some of the greatest, most melodic music from Dream Theater, ever. It's just a fantastic song. The guitar solo is just as epic as The Best of Times from Black Clouds. And like I read in some interviews with Portnoy and other members of the band, this feels like it picks up where Black Clouds left off. That's not to say I discount any of the Mike Mangini albums. I love them all. But this album, just classic Dream Theater for me. I love it. It's heavy, it's melodic, it's progressive. It's everything I was hoping it to be. In fact, I'm planning on catching the band in Ankeny, Iowa this fall. Playing this album in its entirety, and I don't go to a lot of concerts anymore. The last one I went to was Sick Puppies back in 2016. I am going to go see Ghost in August, and then hopefully we'll see how that goes, and I'll check Dream Theater out on the Parasomnia tour. But here it is. Yes, it took me a long time to get to this, but I'm glad I finally talked about it. A great album. If you haven't checked it out, you're on the fence, check it out. If you haven't heard of Dream Theater, check them out. If you like heavy rock, if you like progressive rock, if you just like good rock music, this is definitely the album for you. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble on. Led Zeppelin. Dream Theater played that tune, I believe, at some point in their career. On a bootleg somewhere, I got it. Anyway, there it is. Dream Theater, Parasomnia 2025 on, let me see, I want to say Inside Out. Yep, Inside Out. Check it out. Toodles.